Hey, what's up everybody? Rick here, big giant globe there, which means we are at a theme park. Today I'm going to give you the park updates and tell you what's new at Universal Orlando. Let's start here in City Walk, where we can see the Mistletoe Pines Christmas Village has been removed. I thought it was a good addition to this year's holiday festivities. Here at the Universal Studios Florida Archway, we can see they have removed the Macy's balloon, and then also the holiday medallion has been removed. The next medallion to go up, February 5th, the Mardi Gras medallion. Well, okay, we've made it through the gates. Let's go check out the rest of the park. And the first thing I notice, where is Maxie the taxi? They've moved Labby the cabbie's car again. Also missing the Mystery Machine. I mean, the whole gang's over there except for Shaggy. Maybe Shaggy has the van, that's it. Another thing missing from the parks, pass holder buttons. At least January's pass holder buttons and future pass holder buttons. This is the pass holder lounge. This is where pass holders used to be able to pick up their free pass holder buttons each month, but Universal has discontinued that practice, at least for now. We'll see if they replace it with anything. Another mystery is, what's going on with this star here? We have Lee Majors right there. I have two theories. One, this could be the Betty White star and she recently passed away, so they have it covered up to stop any type of makeshift memorial. Or, they're just now putting in a Betty White star. A new theory has emerged about this star. Bill Davis, a longtime executive here at Universal, is retiring. The word on the street, this could be his star. Tom Williams, another high-ranking executive here at Universal Orlando, he already has his star. But here's something you probably didn't know. Check out this shop here, Mary Ann's. There's a story behind this. Mary Ann was Tom Williams' longtime assistant who died of cancer. So this is an homage to her, a tribute to her. And the hats you see on display here in this window, hats from Mary Ann's personal collection. The address here, 71547, is actually Mary Ann's birthday, and on her birthday they will set out a bouquet of flowers here. So we have Marilyn over here on Hollywood Boulevard doing a meet and greet. She just told me they have moved her stage again. They are back in New York. This is the area where Marilyn and the Diamond Bella stage used to be for a little bit. We'll check them out in New York later in the day. Outside of Mel's Drive-In, these cars are still here. So the only ones missing, Maxie the Taxi and the Mystery Machine. I think that's enough of Hollywood for now. Let's head to New York City. I need to check on Revenge of the Mummy. The Mummy is closing from now until late summer. Today's the last day we can ride it. Let's go check on the wait time and see, maybe we can get a backstage tour. Well, they're doing one right now. I'm gonna see if they're gonna do another one anytime soon. Well, lucky me, I met some subscribers who have a backstage tour, a production tour, in just 15 minutes. I'm gonna jump in with them. All right, we are on our way. The tour has begun.
One of our first props that we have is what I like to say is very adorable.
It's adorable, I get it.
So this is one of the doors from the first movie. When they tried to kill the Pharaoh, the bodyguards couldn't open the door because they locked it. If you can't handle just one door, the other one is right over there.
There we go, right there.
So our other props are just hanging around above us. So these props are in the second film of the movie. If you've seen the second film, it's part of the London Bridge scene. But if you know the nursery rhyme, London Bridge goes down. They use pictures of London Bridge for the backdrops. So they waited for it to be a little slow to take the pictures and use those backdrops for the movie. So Hollywood magic from the rafters. This is actually the original service elevator for the King Kong ride. Before the King Kong ride got built in Islands of Adventure, this was legally considered the King Kong elevator.
So this elevator is the oldest ride, older than E.T.
Yes.
E.T. is the oldest attraction, as they say.
Yes.
King Kong forever. Little message there. What does it say, 97 dash?
Yeah.
Because there's no end date. Yes, it's forever.
Yeah, forever. This is the old express line. They're doing some refurbishment back of house, which is why we don't have access to actually stationary, which is our Anubis statue. Don't worry, he's not the oldest, he's the newest. In case you're wondering, he does weigh a ton, and by a ton I don't mean he weighs a lot. He weighs nearly 2,000 pounds. He's held up by 5 cables. Each cable can hold roughly 2 of them, and those cables are connected to the original supports of the King Kong ride. The original supports of the King Kong ride are actually built into the building itself, so if they were to take the supports out from the King Kong ride, they'd have to take the building down as well. So there are portions of the King Kong ride that are still here. This ride, when they first got built, when they were doing the permits for everything, they had it under the name Coin for the permits, so no one knew that the mummy was getting built. They don't keep it a secret anymore when they build things. However, they still tend to do a little codes. Because of that reference to the coin, they actually left some arcade coins from the King Kong ride on the table.
So those are from the King Kong ride?
Yeah,
the confrontation?
Yeah, if you look closely, you can actually see the King Kong logo on top.
So we're now entering backstage, so I cannot film any of this. Okay, we are no longer backstage, so I can start filming again.
Everything on the mannequin and the woman can has been worn by the people in the movie. The Imhotep's wardrobe tunic that you see right there was actually worn by the actor himself. The tubing that you see was used for the CGI effect of transferring between him as the person and him as the mummy, so that the body mannerisms were very similar for both the mummy and the person. And then the black nightgown that you see back there was the nightgown that she wore in the scene where she had to jump out of the boat into the river, and they got to the right side, the other people got to the wrong side.
Looks to me I have all the horses.
But you're on the wrong side of the river.
Yeah.
These molds were actually used in the first 2 films to help make the mummies that Imhotep summoned. So the majority of what's in here is what they would use to actually make these mummies that you see on the back wall in the pictures. They would basically make them and then do a scan of them and animate them on the computer instead of completely creating them on the computer. The first time that they did a complete animation on the computer for the Mummy series was the Scorpion King in the second film. Essentially an Egyptian hearse. It's the vehicle chariot that they used to bring Anaxamun from Egypt to the temple of Amenoptera to be able to mummify her. The vehicle for the mummification was very similar to this through Egyptian times. The original got repurposed for other films. So this is not the exact one, but it's close to the exact one.
Okay guys, I'm all done with my production tour of the Mummy, Revenge of the Mummy roller coaster. Closing now until late summer. It was a pretty cool tour. Learned some things, saw some cool things. I was actually right there almost under the track when we went to that section where I couldn't film. I saw part of the old confrontation track, and I learned not all the carts are the same speed. Some are faster than others. They range between like 45 and 50 miles per hour. Didn't know that they were different speeds. And here's another thing I did not know about that I learned about during my tour. Apparently, there's an homage to the oldest attraction here at Universal, the E.T. attraction. When you go into the treasure room, you have that big screen on the upper right-hand corner. A little tiny homage to E.T. Check it out in 6 months when they reopen it. And we're done just in time to check out the Marilyn and the Diamond Bella show here back in New York City. He's the one-stop shop, takes the ladies' Joe. He's the one-stop shop, takes the two-man shop. He's the sweetheart. So there you go, highlights of Marilyn and the Diamond Bellas. One small change that I noticed, Marilyn doesn't have her steps anymore that she would walk up on. And you want to know what else I've noticed? Universal is slow about taking down their Christmas decorations. The tree is still up, along with a lot of garland and wreaths. Here's something of note: if you are a pass holder freestyle cups are buy one get one free through January 31st. But those you have to purchase at the pass holder lounge, the one there on Hollywood Boulevard that I showed you earlier in the video. As we walk through the back alleys of New York City, let me welcome some new Flixsters to the channel. Executive producer Jess Hooper. Producer Caroline Bowden. Supporter Lava Talaka, Chris Galloway, and Sharon Wood. Thank you guys so much for joining the team and supporting the channel. Since we're here, let's check on a wait time. The wait time for Transformers. There's Optimus. 25-minute wait right now. The 11:30 performance of the Blues Brothers had to be canceled, but they are doing a photo op. Wait a second, where's my manners? I haven't shown you any merch today. Let's step inside the film vault, show you some Ghostbusters merchandise. Here is a new Ghostbusters baseball cap. $26 for this. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. I have not noticed this Ghostbusters hoodie for $55. That's the front. And that's what the back looks like. Again, $55. These are, I'll say, interesting for $15. I think it's like Play-Doh and this little figure inside. Huh. I'm not going to buy one to find out. I'll let you guys do that. For $42, some Ghostbusters action figures. There's the old guys. And here's the new guys, Lucky and Podcast. And you know I have to keep track of my undergarments that they sell here at Universal. We have some Ghostbusters boxer briefs for $25. Look at this. We have Muncher here for $22. The new movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife, just came out, available to purchase on streaming. I saw it at the drive-in on a road trip, and I just purchased it for streaming, so I own it now. Moving on to Back to the Future, we have a Doc and a Marty plush. Each one is $17. And then we also have a 4-pack of Back to the Future buttons. This 4-pack is $11. That's it for merchandise for now. But if you kids behave, Uncle Rick will show more later on in the video. But now it's lunchtime, which is the perfect time for a Rix Quick food review. I think we can find a dish at Finnegan's we've never shown you before. So let's do that right now. I don't really like paper straws, so today I have brought my collapsible straw to use. Thank you so much, Mike and Landy. Today's entree will be the Guinness Beef Stew for $17.95. I have never had it before. It is a stew brimming with beef, carrots, and pearl onions in a Guinness-infused gravy surrounding a stack of mashed potatoes. Okay guys, all done with lunch. Time for Rick's Quick, and it will be quick, food review. Here's what I liked about the Guinness Beef Stew. A very hearty meal, big chunks of beef, that was good. Now the mashed potatoes, not a lot of mashed potatoes, and as far as the gravy, it's a very subtle hint of Guinness. Like I barely noticed it. But overall, a pretty good meal. I would enjoy it, I think, like on a cold day. But we don't get too many cold days here in Florida. But give it a try if you're in town. Okay guys, let's continue around the park. I feel like I'm moving really slowly and inefficiently today. Let me try to change that. Earlier today we did the production tour at the Mummy. For future reference, Fast and Furious, they do a garage tour. Keep that in mind when you're visiting here. If you like F&F and you like cars, you might enjoy that garage tour. Let's step inside of Diagon Alley so I can check the wait time for Gringotts. The longest wait time I have seen today, 70 minutes for Gringotts. Oh yeah, I almost forgot I was looking for cars today. Chief Wiggum's patrol car is still here. And of course, the DeLorean is still here. And earlier we did see the Bluesmobile, so I guess we're just missing the Mystery Machine and Maxie the Taxi today. We are back on Hollywood Boulevard, and check this out. The prop shop. Some of the decorations they have removed so far are now for sale. In fact, as soon as you step inside the prop shop, lots and lots of Christmas items, Christmas decorations for sale here now. Don't let my wife Nikki see this. In addition to the Christmas items, they still have some Halloween Horror Night items for sale. The scarecrow here is like $1,250. Marilyn, still hanging out on Hollywood Boulevard. I talked to her about the steps. She assures me they're working on that. So I've watched this signboard, the board that shows you the wait times for the shows and the rides. It's gone through its entire cycle, and Revenge of the Mummy has already been removed from the signage. Oh, that makes me a little sad. Well, alrighty guys, I've given you updates. I've shown you Easter eggs. I've shown you food. I've shown you merchandise. Nothing else to do except say, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching RixFlix, and now, click that subscribe button. And while you guys click that subscribe button, I have time for one last ride on the Mummy until late summer.
Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.